Hey everybody, what's going on today? We are heading out on another epic adventure today. We have many ways to camp, and we are going to try a different way of camping. Check this setup out. We've got the Goldwing, we've got the trailer, but this is even kind of cool because this is the tent trailer. We took the tent off the top and we have a great big friggin' tent inside. So we got the wing, we got Cindy, we got me, we got beautiful weather, and we're going tenting, and we're actually going river tubing at the same time tomorrow. So if you guys want to check this one out, this is gonna be quite a trip. Wow, once again, no disappointments here, guys. We made it here. Here's Chicken Nugget. Here is the campsite. We got the great big tent. This tent is huge with a screen house built on. There's the trailer. It's actually a farm here is what Buddy has. You can see all the field here, and here is the Nashwauk River, and that's what we're going tubing in tomorrow. Way over there. He's basically got another campsite here. They've done it here for 14 years now, he said, and I honestly never knew this place was here. It's a little over an hour drive from the house. So we're here for 2 days of tenting, 2 days of 1 day I guess of tubing. We're going to drift down the river. It's going to be good times. Let's get this tent set up here. And with the power of editing, boom. Look at the size of this thing, guys. Big friggin' tent. Big screen house on it. It's a 12-man tent is what this is supposed to be. The wing. Yeah, pretty cool. We even got our own porta potty here. So what a friggin' spot. What a beautiful place this is. We're talking to the owner, Dave, a few minutes ago. The man's 81 years old, and it's a farm he's got here. He's haying, right in the middle of haying season right now. So he's a pretty busy man right now, but we're gonna get everything set up in the tent here. Then we're gonna kick back and take it easy for a while. And this river could not be any nicer. Beautiful. We can access it right over by this flag. There's a place you go right down in over there. We are so lucky that it's turned into such an absolutely beautiful day here. It's 27 degrees, I think, still. Cindy looked at the weather thing there, but it doesn't feel it because there's a really nice breeze keeping the wind and everything off, keeping everything cooled down a bit, and keeping the flies away. There's no flies here at all right now. Not having any problem at all with flies. Just hanging out with the Nugget. And here's the setup so far. We got the trailer, and again, it worked out really good. Been riding bikes almost 40 years, and this is the first time I've ever actually had one with a trailer hitch on it and a trailer behind it, and the thing pulled like a beast like that. It's an 1800cc bike, got a pile of torque. You know, the engine's as big as what's my Honda Civic, so 6-cylinder 1800 in that Goldwing. And this trailer might have had, I don't know, 300 to 400 pound total weight. Couldn't even barely feel it. Throttle the bike and the thing just wanted to fly. So we stayed within the speed limits and kept her legal. Anyways, we're gonna get dinner going here soon. I've got something to show you guys. This thing is ultra cool. I know you're tired looking at friggin' power stations, and you're probably tired of looking at friggin' funky batteries. Out of all the stuff we hauled, one of the heaviest things you can haul, and one of the things you need the most of, is clean water, right? You need, you know, we find anytime you go on a trip, you use a lot of water. Water weighs a lot of weight. And again, you get through quite a bit, especially you want it clean for drinking coffee and whatever, right? Well, if I got something to show you guys, you got to see this. We hauled no water today, none in the trailer, because I have this unit right here. This is basically a portable reverse osmosis system with a built-in battery pack. The filters are right on the top here. It has a hybrid filter, they call it, and it has an RO filter. This thing is unbelievable. I've already tested it, just a quick test. We're gonna get down right now to the side of the river. I'm gonna fire this thing up and show you guys how good this works. Again, it's got a built-in battery, actually 2 batteries. I think they're 2 6,000 milliamp hour batteries. It will pump 40 liters of water, 10 gallons, 8 to 10 gallons on a single charge. And the filters in this are good. I think they said the hybrid filter is good for 800 gallons of water, and the RO filter is good for like 400 gallons of water of use. So, and this thing will pump 500 mils. What's that, 2 cups? 2 cups of water a minute. So we're going to take this down to the side of the river down here, and we're going to try this out. My new ITIL, I guess is the name, reverse osmosis system. Very neat unit. And it looks like a toaster. Best part, you think you put the bread in there? Well, that's not the way it works. So I've got my big fancy looking look-alike toaster sitting here on the shoreline. What I've got is, this is the hose, and it's probably about a 10-foot hose. So we're going to take this, we're just going to drop this in the water right here. Right there, there's the hose. Here's the unit in here. And the way this works is, there's a white hose. You can't see me. The way this thing works is, there's a white hose and there's a blue hose. And you'll see down here the two of them. In the white hose, this is actually drinking water. So it's going to come out of this. And this blue one is actually, you can use it like wash water or whatever. But you wouldn't want to drink it. It's not purified. So this thing will purify Coca-Cola, coffee, and I don't want to gross you out, but it can purify urine. This button here, we're going to hold it for 2 or 3 seconds. The little green light come on, run. And we're going to watch this thing do its magic. It's got a self-priming pump. It's already pulled the water in. The blue one is already pumping out. It's going to take it a minute to switch over, and we're going to get the clean water out of this side in a minute here. Once it starts to fill up the filters. Here we go. It's going to, there we go, look at that. She switched over. Now we have a small flow here, and we have a lot larger flow. This is your pure water. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some of this in the bottle and taste it and see what it looks like. So we got a water bottle right here. It's supposed to do 500 mils a minute, they say. So let's see what we can get out of this. Now, I should be all right. Here, we'll put this right in here and stand it up. And here we go. This is purified water. 99.9% pure. And again, a self-contained unit with a built-in battery pack. It weighs 10 or 11 pounds total. It's very light. I don't think it's even that heavy. 8 pounds, 10 pounds. That's going fairly quick. This is a 500 ml bottle. It's supposed to do approximately 500 mils a minute, is what they say. And it's getting it, I would say, with the look of it. It's getting close. And we're going to fill up our water jug. We'll probably fill it half full here, because we need water to make coffee in the morning. Look at that. That bottle's almost full already. How cool is that? Seriously, how cool is that? Look at that. Full bottle of water. I'm going to stick it into here because we need water. Whoops. This hose is a little unruly. There we go. Stick that in there. And again, if you wanted clean water, like at a campsite or something, you can take water out of a mud puddle and put it through this thing. But anyway, here's the real test. This is river water from this place. Check this out. This is called the Nashwauk River. I didn't even show you guys this yet. This we're going to be tubing tomorrow. Cynthia and I are going to have the luxury to float down this for about 2.5 hours tomorrow in a freaking tube. So look at this, eh? And this is where we stop at. So let me try this water first. I'll shut up here. Wow. It's bottle water. Is that ever cool? Try that. That is seriously pure water. 100% pure. Just like a bottle of spring water.
That's really good.
Yeah, they show videos where they do tests on this, and I should have brought one. A TDS meter, which measures your total dissolved solids, right? It'll be about 5 when they register this. So you can take water out of a mud puddle and put it through this unit. What a unit, the ITIL reverse osmosis portable system. It is awesome. All right, I gotta take a quick run back. Cindy's gonna get supper ready here, and all we're having is a couple burgers, so it's gonna be nothing special for dinner. I'm gonna take a quick run down and see how this thing is doing, because it's been going now for about almost 10 minutes. Let's see how much water's in it now. Wow, look at that already. You already got about 1/3 of a tank, quarter of a bottle of water already. It's already a quarter full, so this is so cool. There's somebody up there salmon fishing, fly fishing right now up there in the water. Can't even see him, he's so far away. The flag is cool. That's basically the drop-off point, or the stop point when you go up the river in tubing. That's again what he's going to do tomorrow. The owner here, Dave, go figure the name. He puts you in a van and with a trailer in the back, throws the tubes in, takes you up the river and drops you off, I guess, at the golf course up here is where we're going to go in at, and then we're going to float down in this bad boy for 2.5 hours tomorrow. So that shouldn't be too hard to take. It's going to be a very, very hot day, so it's still beautiful out here right now. So what a friggin' spot, eh? What a friggin' spot. Another one. We keep finding these little jewels. We found another. Well, there you go, guys. That's probably close to a third. I've only been down here a couple more minutes. I haven't been standing here long. You can see there's all kinds of water in that now. That's all we're going to need at least. That's all we're going to need at least for the night and all that for now. So I'm going to shut this thing down, and all you do is little button here. That's it. It's off. So easy as that. Pull your hoses. Pull the hoses in, coil them up, and you're good to go until the next time. And again, charged up, this thing will put through like 10 gallons of water on one charge. I want to talk about some of the nicest people you ever meet, man. They don't always ride a Honda. Expression. You meet the nicest people on a Honda. The owners of this place were just here in their minivan to basically see if we need any chairs or anything. They're trying to accommodate us. I mean, he already brought us down this pile of firewood with kindling. We have our own private garbage can, our own private recyclable can. The way Cindy's going, she's going to fill that bad boy up pretty quick. Now, we can't have a fire for a little while because it's windy right now, and Davy Dum Dum set the tent up a little too close to the fire pit. So, we're going to have to wait. Hopefully the wind dies down a bit. Have a little bit of a fire later. For now, we got dinner on the go. It's almost 7 o'clock at night here. And all it is, nothing fancy, down and dirty, burgers on the grill. So... yeah. And some potato salad on the side, so...
You need to stop saying that, though.
I need to say what? Stop saying what?
Not that fancy.
Not that fancy.
These could be the best burgers ever.
These could be the best burgers you ever had. What a friggin' spot. I'm telling you. This place has history, too. 35 acres they got here. He's owned it about 35 years. The path here, this is the neat thing. They get a full farm here. They get horses, he's haying, they get chickens, they get a garden. We'll walk around a bit tomorrow and snoop around a bit. But the road going down through here and across the river, and you can see a little gravel on the other side, that used to be a public access road, and the river is really shallow here. And that was a road, there was a name for this place, and he told me the owner a few minutes ago, and I don't remember. But this was basically a public road, and then years ago now they got it changed, and he got it changed in his deed, and so the landowner on the other side, so they basically own their own parcels of land now. So anyways, enough rambling. Oh boy, so we're sharing a burger here. Cindy wants to share this burger, and we got nothing to cut it with here, so how about this? This will do it. We don't have a knife, you know. Look at that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Huh? Thank God, nice sharp axe. Look at that. Sweet. Dinner is served. Oh, man. Well, dinner's done. We're going to kick back here for a little while, I think. Cindy's kicking back in the chair, enjoying herself over here. So, beautiful evening just to kick back. Again, this is a wonderful invention, and it purifies your water. This is full up to here now, which is about a third. This is about a third full. Which would be all we'll need. And again, we didn't have to carry water. There's no chance anything leaking all over the trailer and that, hauling water jugs. So this thing here is a dry unit. And again, the two filters in there, it's really cool. You just turn, unlock, and they lift out, and they're that big around, and they get down about to here. So, and to buy the pair of them, it's like $40 for the pair of filters. So this thing is pretty cheap to run, pretty cheap to operate, and good pure drinking water. So I may do some tests other times on it just so my own, satisfaction. They say you can throw the hose right in a freaking mud puddle if you want, pull the water out, and it'll purify it totally pure. The only thing this will not do is salt water. It has to be fresh water, coffee, cola, anything it will do. You cannot do salinated water with it, is the only thing. Anyway, enough about that for now, and we are going to kick back and enjoy our amazing campsite here Watch the bald eagles fly over that have been buzzing around the sky here since we got here. And get ready to go tubing tomorrow. That's going to be an absolute blast. Really looking forward to that. One last thing about this water reverse osmosis, portable reverse osmosis system. I forgot to tell you guys. It'll be in the description of the video. There'll be a link for it. And if you guys want to check it out, you get an additional 40 bucks off of this thing. And it's not that expensive in the first place. So just check it out. The link will be in the description. Well, we survived the first night here. Sitting inside the screen house with Chicken Nugget here. Flies aren't bad. We didn't sleep the greatest, but you know, we never do. It's so cool sitting here watching the bald eagles fly up and down the river here. And it's something I've never seen. Cindy has, because she used to have a house right in front of a river that had eagles, but all these little birds, and you'll see an eagle coming, and these guys have a, listen to that, these guys have a 4-foot wingspan on them. And you'll see them coming, and there'll be a little bird on their tail just chasing them and harassing them and taunting them, flying all around. Like, we're talking like a sparrow-sized bird chasing these eagles. Like, it's the craziest thing to watch. And anyway, we're supposed to go tubing here a bit later, and it is not the warmest. As you can see, I'm sitting here with a hoodie on. It's an overcast day right now. It's not a beautiful day. We're hoping things clear up later, because it's already 10 o'clock in the morning, and in a couple hours, we're supposed to go tubing. So we're gonna finish our coffee, get some pancakes going for breakfast here, and hopefully the weather comes around a bit. It's starting to rain outside. Who called for this weather? It was supposed to be as nice today as yesterday. Very, very hot. Yesterday we got here, we were just roasting. Thank God they had a nice breeze. And now it's starting to sprinkle. You can hear it on the roof of the tent. Isn't this awesome? We haven't even had breakfast yet. Cindy, it's all your fault.
Oh, no.
She knows. Brutal. Unbelievable. Still nice to sit here and watch the eagles fly around. We're having fun. Hopefully the rain will let up here in an hour or two. We'll get in the water. Well, here we go, hanging out in the screen tent. We are getting breakfast underway. I've already got the stuff all mixed up here. This is just a pancake mix. Getting the pan hot. She's getting hot very fast here, and I'm going to have to start pouring this on. So we're going to have some pancakes for brekkie. It's going to be tasty, I think. Yeah, that's good and hot. Might have to turn that down a bit. A little bit too hot, I think. Set her down. There, we get her toned down a little bit. Got her all mixed up in here. Couple pancakes. Nice thing about this griddle, right? Do 2 at once. There we go. Pancakes underway. Perfect. Any more would be burnt. There we go. Turn them down just a tiny bit more. You turn it too low, it'll blow out in a day like this. There's a bit of a breeze here, but it's pretty calm in here right now. There you go, look at that. Perfect. One done, look at that. That is for Cynthia. I'll have the burnt one. Put 2 more on here too. One big one? No, I'll do 2. Gotta use it all, so. Pancakes for breakfast. Oh, well, there's so much for breakfast. Chicken nugget here. Cynthia, she's just finishing hers up. So we're just going to kick back for a while, take it easy, and wait for the skies to clear up a bit, because the weather's saying it's going to be sunny 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's about a 2.5 hour ride down the river in the tube. So we're going to wait till probably 2 or 3 o'clock, and we'll be back here by supper time. But we'll keep you posted what's going on. Well, guess what? It's Friday morning. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We actually slept good last night. Didn't rain or anything. But look at the weather today. Now, we had planned, we've been here since Wednesday. It's already Friday. Wednesday was like 28 degrees. Crazy hot. But windy, so it was comfortable. Yesterday was overcast and crappy all day and barely hit 22 degrees. So you don't really want to get in the water in a friggin' tube right on a river. So according to the weather, it's going to be great this morning, you know, it's going to be a decent morning. Well, it's terrible. So look around, it's all cloudy. Everywhere you look. Gonna rain later today. So as much as I hate to admit it, I don't think we're going to get in the water, and Cindy agrees she doesn't want to do it either. Who wants to get in the water when it's cold? So this is a tenting and tubing trip without the tubing, I guess. And here's the problem now, is everything is wet. The tent's wet from the dew from last night, right? It's all... So we can't really take it down yet. So we're going to wait an hour or two, start collapsing some of it down. And we were hoping to get on the water about 10 o'clock this morning, do a 3-hour float. But with this weather, you don't even want to take your hoodie off right now, so why would you want to get in the water and float down a river, right? So that was kind of neat too. 6 o'clock this morning, heard some noise out here, and I friggin' caught a raccoon. He was going at the food, and lucky I caught him before he got anything. So, but the coolest thing of this whole event has been bald eagles. These things are blowing my mind. These bald eagles that are around here, and the great big tree. You can see that great big tallest tree right over here. The top of that. There's been 2 of them. There's one sitting up there right now. You can't see him. And he'll go up there and perch. And you'll watch these small birds coming in. There's one doing it right now. I wish I could zoom in. There's an eagle there, and there's these small birds, and they'll just come in and dive at them and dive at them and taunt them and taunt them. And they're the same crew that was after my drone yesterday. And I wish you guys could have seen that. I had a dozen birds start to swarm all around that drone, and I literally had to bring it right down. I was afraid that one of them might fly into it. I didn't want to hurt him, right? And later on, they took off, and I went back up, and I got some nice shots with it. But they're I think they're a swallow of some type. There's one going over there right now. But anyway, disappointing, but not, you know. And the eagles, just listening to these things here, it's just so cool, some of the calls and the cries they make. But I wish I had a better, you know, something with a zoom lens that I could zoom it in and show you guys. But these are big, big birds flying around here constantly. But anyway, I'll let you guys know here in a bit what we're doing. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little stroll down to the water here. This is a coffee press slash coffee cup thing. Rinse it out, have another coffee anyway while we're killing time, waiting for everything to kind of dry off a bit. But the river is crazy low already for this time of year. Like, see how much gravel is here? All this gravel. The water should be in a lot closer here. What a beautiful spot, eh? And this is called the Nashwauk River. Little fish going right down in here, but it's all stones. There's no sandy beach here, but look at it. And that's where we're supposed to be tubing down today. Float down here in a tube. So much for that idea. It's not cold out. It's just not something you feel like doing in the weather like this, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna rinse up my coffee cup here. Give the fish a little blast of caffeine this morning. And again, it's so nice that I still have filtered water up there from my new reverse osmosis portable system. So that thing just for the win. What a wonderful machine that was. Nice asset to add to our camping stuff. And I wish you guys could see that tallest tree right there. Right up here, the very top, there's a great big, probably 4-foot wingspan bald eagle standing there just looking at everything right now. They go from there, and they fly across these trees over here, and then they fly back up there and perch back up there again. There's 2 of them up there flying around earlier. Even though the weather sucks this morning, no regrets at all. This is one of the nicest places we ever camped. I don't know if I mentioned you guys or not, David, actually the owner's name is David too. Man's 81 years old. And his wife, she would be close to the same age. And he still has a fully functional farm that he runs here. He's got, I think, 5 horses. He's been doing the tubing thing about 14 years now. Like, I've never even heard of this place, but it's a little, one of those little gems that you find, and we just kind of stumbled across it. But a fully functional farm. This man's working right from sun up to sundown every day here. It's crazy to see him go. Wonderful people and wonderful place and good experience, but sucks about the tubing. And it's not the tubing's fault, it's the weather's fault. They say in the Maritimes, if you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes. It'll change. Well, as much as we regretfully say, we're going to pack her all up here, guys, and bail out of here, I guess. I like to think we travel light, but man, oh man, we really don't. There's a small bag somewhere here for the pegs.
They were right. Did you put stuff on top?
Maybe. Here we go. The tent's sitting on them. Yeah, no, we had a great time. No regrets at all.
Oh, I got it.
Beautiful place, and we probably will come back someday. You hear that? There's 2 eagles still sitting over there. They've been up there the last couple hours now, hanging out. They're not going anywhere. They're keeping an eye on us, probably. But anyway, no, we had a great time. We will do it again for sure. And we may just come back someday and just go tubing, you know? No tenting, just spend the day. What we could also potentially do is, Dave, the owner, was telling us, the ATV trail, and it's an old rail, old train bed, straight as an arrow for miles and miles. It goes right over his driveway out there. And some people will come here sometimes and bring an ATV in camp and then hit the trails, right? And we might even consider that someday. Maybe bring up the wheeler with the truck, maybe the truck tent. Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. And do an overnighter again. So anyway, we're just going to kind of get stuff shut down here. We travel light. Look what's on the table. This all has to go in that trailer. So all going to fit in that trailer in a minute. So I'll talk to you guys before we pack her up and get out of here. You're not going to believe this, but we're ready to pull out of here, and literally it's starting to clear up and it's getting decent out. The sky doesn't look as bad as what it did. And I'm so on the fence right now if I want to go tubing or not. This is a hard call. There's the bike all ready to go. Well, guess what we decided to do at the last minute, guys? That's the tow rig right there, the van. We're going tubing. We're at the side of the river right now. It's beautiful out. It just dropped us off. He has this trailer, and that's how he hauls the tubes. Anyways, this is going to be awesome. Here's Cynthia. We have paddles. We have 2 tubes. We have a cooler tube. We have a river. And we have about a 2-hour float. So we're going to kind of keep you guys posted as we're floating down here. This is awesome. Well, this is interesting to say the least. Here's Cynthia over here.
Hi, guys.
We had to kind of tie the rafts together. It was a bit of an incident there. She was kind of like looking like a dead fish flailing around the water. We weren't getting anywhere real quick, so. And I ended up bringing a cooler tube because we have a couple of refreshments in the cooler bag. Well, that's not going to, it's not working well trying to paddle and be on a cooler. But anyways, how's this for a spot, guys? Bald eagles flying all around here and just living simply, remaining grateful. Doesn't get much better than this. It really doesn't. Smile, Cindy. What a friggin' spot. Am I ever glad we did it? Look at the sky. Blue sky, blue sky.
Beautiful.
I have trust issues with the weather, man. I really do. Moving right along here. We're flying right down the river. Look at the shoreline right there, guys. With Cynthia.
The dead weight. The anchor.
There, time to turn the tables, I think. She's going to paddle backwards for a while. Look at this, eh? Isn't this cool? What a friggin' spot. What a beautiful day. Bald eagles everywhere. Birds in all these trees. Like, it's quite a friggin' spot. And we got to go to the left of this too. There's a little island here you can see. We've been instructed to stay to the left of all the islands. How are we supposed to go to the left of this island? There's no friggin' water there. Okay, this is kind of super sketch. Where do we go? Okay, well this is kind of cool because the water goes out over here, but the water goes out over here.
Right here.
We got to go out over here, so I got to get off the camera because I got to paddle. We don't want to go that way. Oh, man. No, 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 no. No. Oh, man, what a trip this is so far. See that right there? See how narrow that is? You wouldn't believe how much current is right there. Look at the big crow going. We're out into, thinking, hoping, a wider part of the river. There was a great big island right there that we had to go around, and we literally had to bail, had to get rid of the boat here and haul it. I was trying to film, and the water started taking us around the backside of that, which was a great big friggin' tree. So anyways, here's what we're looking for now. We're heading down here, hanging with the Nugget. She's having a great time. Dumbest thing I could have done, get a cooler tube and tie that in here. This is okay in my legs. That is the biggest hindrance, but we can't lead the friggin' thing, right? So anyways, we're living simple, remaining grateful, and having quite an adventure here today. Don't know how well you guys can see this, but there's a whole bunch of geese right here right now. Can you see all those? Bunch of young geese. There's 1, 2, there's got to be 20. That's like a whole young flock of geese. How freaking cool is that? All those guys in there. Don't know how well you guys can see this, but bunch of geese there. What a pile of them. Pretty cool.
Little fluffy head.
What a trip so far. We're doing all right here, floating down on. Cindy's ripping her clothes off, so she's down to the bikini, but yeah, look at the geese. Enough about Cindy. Look at the geese.
Beautiful.
See them all? So cool. Big old crow in there squawking. That's pretty cool though. Man, there's a lot of geese right there right now. Bunch of parents, bunch of babies, and that's an upcoming flock probably for the fall. You know the worst part of going backwards? You can't see where you're going. And the current's taking us this way. We got a little mini rapid here that we're going to go through in a minute. And okay, I don't think I can film right now. Chicken Nugget, say hi everybody.
Hi.
Hi, she's, yeah, okay.
No.
It's another bird right here. We're not even sure it is. Can you see that little group of babies with it? I don't know if you guys can see this or not. This is so friggin' cool. I think it's some kind of duck.
I think it's wood duck. Maybe.
Might be.
Wood duck. Maybe.
I don't know if you guys can see these birds or not right here. Isn't that cool? All little babies. Pretty friggin' cool. What a spot. Well, we stopped right on the side of the river here. Found a nice little place to hang out for a minute, take a break, stretch our legs, have a little bathroom break and all that. And we still got to get down there. So, how you liking it?
Good now.
Good now. It started out pretty sketchy, I'll tell you. When you know, Cindy's never paddled anything in her life, and it was something to watch. So I tried to let her go on her own. No shit, she was going the wrong way up the river. So I had to kind of tie everything together and keep her under control. But it's all good now. We weren't even going to do this today, so we thought it was going to rain.
Beautiful.
Weatherman sucks. Well, I gotta tell you guys, no regrets. We finally got this worked out. Floating with Cindy, she's having a blast. I'm having a blast. This could not be a better event. I am so glad we came to do this. We weren't gonna get up this morning. It was so crappy out that I just didn't want to get out and thought we were gonna be wet and cold. And it's probably 25 degrees anyway right now. Absolutely beautiful out. And we just got done seeing a duck with probably a dozen, 10 or 12 at least, little ones there. A goose, actually probably about 40 geese. And it was so cool. I wish I wasn't using the GoPro. I wish I could zoom in and show you guys some of this stuff. But there was actually fish when we first got in. There's little fish jumping in the water and big fish snapping them. And there's actually, this place is supposed to be full of smallmouth bass. So it's probably smallmouth bass we were watching. So Again, living simply, remaining grateful. I don't know how you couldn't love this, but this is what a most relaxing way. And we are right now at Drifters Tubing, it's called, in Nashwauk River is the river we're in right now. And it's called Peniac, New Brunswick, is the town we're in. So we're about an hour drive from the house, but what a friggin' trip. And it's nice that I can finally see for a change, because Cindy's been watching the whole time, because I've been paddling backwards to get us there. But now she's starting to figure it out, and we're doing good, because I was ready to throw her out at first. When we first tried it, I thought we were going to be walking, because it wasn't going very well. She was having an awful time, but she got it figured out pretty good here. So she's a good one. Almost as good as Daisy. What a friggin' day. Ended up, I'm going backwards again. Cindy is kind of running it from her end, I guess. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's no regrets we did this. I am so friggin' glad, man. The battery's getting low on this GoPro too. I am so glad that we did this. We get up this morning and the tent was soaked and everything else. It was like dew going on. It was all drizzly, but luckily it stopped quite quickly. A little bit of a breeze come up and then the clouds started breaking up. So by the time we get it, that was our plan, is to get everything packed up from the campsite and then come out for a little paddle here and float down the river. But then when we get up, it was so miserable out, we didn't want to do it. But anyway, thank God we changed our minds and come out here to enjoy this absolute wonderful day. So she's doing great for somebody that if you had seen her the first 20 minutes, it would have been something to make a video about, but I didn't want to embarrass her either. It was something to watch. So I let her go off on her own. She was going that way up the river. I was floating down thinking, oh boy, what did I do here? But she's learning really quick and doing really well. So anyway, battery's getting low, so I can't ramble much more here. Okay, battery low or not, fun fact, we got rapids coming here. So we're gonna float down through this, I guess. Here's hoping. Not sure how this is gonna work out yet, but we're gonna try to take you guys for a little ride. Let's see how we do. See how we do on the rapids. What's that going along the water right there? Is there something floating on it? It's a leaf? Okay. Anyway, hang in there, guys. Check this out. Let's see how this goes. Going backwards through a rapids. I can't see a thing. This is awesome. Cindy's enjoying herself. I know that. Can't. Whoa. Uh-oh. Just hit a rock. We got to get over here to deeper ground. Deeper ground. Oh, she's not very deep there either. We're dragging. Here we go. Here we go. Going through rapids here. Oh, man. You don't know, right? You just don't know. Let's hope there's no big rocks here. Man, oh man. It's pretty cool. Dragging over big rocks. Oh, another one. Brutal. Brutal. Man. I hope we don't get a flat tire in one of these boats. We made her. Look at that. That's pretty cool. There's Cindy. The rapids back there. Wow. I don't know how it works out, but normally most of the trip I was going backwards, but this worked out good because now I get to do this for a bit. Another one right there. There's some great big, huge fish jumping around us here.
Yeah.
Gotta be, look at that, look at that, look at that. That's a big raven, isn't it? Is that an eagle?
No.
Is that an eagle?
Yeah.
There you go, guys. How's that for a bald eagle? I suppose ravens don't get that big.
No.
Look at that. That's a bald eagle. I wish I could have got some better footage. Okay, we're almost back, and we have another rapid coming up here. So, going with me into it first. Kind of sucks when you're going backwards. You can't see where you're going. It's going to take us. Hope there's no big rocks here.
Stay away from the right.
Stay out of those tree branches. Stay away from the right, she said. Not so easy. Not so easy. How do we hit here? Man, where are you going? Check this out. That's some good rocks right there. There we go. Yes, sir. Oh man, this is shallow here. Dragging right on the bottom. We are dragging right on the bottom. This is not good. It's going to end up very soon. They're not going to be able to tube in this river. The water's going to be too low. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a Canadian flag right there, and that's the end of our trip. So we almost made it. Been pretty cool, I'll tell you. Pretty cool. We friggin' did it. I don't know if you guys can see that Canadian flag. That's our destination right now. We're just floating along the current here. That is where we're heading to. We made her, Cynthia. It's been a trip. Not gonna lie to you. It's been a trip. Very interesting trip, to say the least. First one, I was ready to let her go on her own. Say, you're on your own, woman. I'll see you back there. I called her an anchor. You're just like dragging an anchor. I think I'll keep her a while, though. She's a good one. Anyways, we're pretty much done this whole epic adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of content. And if I get to shut this camera down in a minute, the way to get this thing out of the water. So, from Chicken Nugget and I over here, enjoying our day. We had a great time, and that water purification system, check it out. Check the link, 40 bucks off and all that too. The Itoll. It's hard to pronounce the name, but Ite Hill, I'm not even sure how to say it proper. But check out their link. I'll put it in the description of the video. Live simply, remain grateful, and we'll talk to you guys very soon.